Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking OGI, Sndl, and Hitif. These are my top 3 picks in this overall sector, but which one reigns supreme? And I can guarantee most of you don't know about the third one. So we're going to dive right into this subject and see which is the better one to play. There's a lot of hype regarding all 3, but before we get into that content, I usually do one thing and one thing only. Hit that sub button down below, leave a thumbs up, and have the notifications turned on. What we're going to be doing is looking heavily at the charts. There's going to be no articles in this video. If you want to go look at Hitif, I have a previous video on them which has quite a bit of views, and they've over doubled in value since I made that video about 2 weeks ago. So if you got in when I mentioned the video, you've doubled your investment in literally 2 weeks. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. The first one we have up is OGI, which you have seen a massive run up in the past 3 to 4 days, from going from $2 overall all the way up to $6. Yep, we got the battery dying. We've been pumping out videos and content all day today. Looking at the OBV as well, getting a break of this level kind of indicates we're going to see another leg up, so that is worth noting as well. It's looking very bullish and parabolic, but one thing we know from getting these price pushes and overall price range, that sometimes this isn't the best time or this stock to get into. Once stocks have been hyped up and overall see a massive 2 to 3x in valuation, that's not really the best time to get into it. So if you're looking at OGI and you're asking, should I be getting into this one? The answer from me is this is not the stock that I'm picking if I had to pick out of the 3. So we're going to go over to the next one, Sndl, which is one I've been hyping up overall for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and no one's really been following it with me. We've seen an amazing short squeeze, and going into Monday, I think there's even more upside incoming. Okay, so let's look at Sndl. This is when we got that overall short squeeze from AMC, GameStop, and all those stocks. And as you see, we actually recovered all the way back down and then trended back up to those highs, recovering all that retracement that we took, moving back to those local highs, getting some sideways consolidation, which I mentioned 2 days ago. And from that consolidation, boom, all-time highs. And overall, $3 push today, $3.41. So if you got in when I mentioned the stock at $1.12, give or take, you've over tripled your investment in literally 2 to 3 days. That is it. I've been hyping up this stock, explaining that this is the short squeeze of short squeezes, and that this is the only real fundamental short squeeze that there is. There is tons of investors shorting the stock, betting it would stay below $1, but guess what? It broke above, and it's seeing massive gains across the board. This is overall one of the best picks that we've had potentially of the year so far. It's been amazing. But the question comes back to, should we be getting into this stock right now? It's literally tripled in valuation in literally 3 to 4 days. Absolutely insane. So I'm not buying at this $3.50 range. That makes no sense. What we're doing is waiting for a pullback before considering getting into this position, because I can guarantee there will most likely be a pullback. So this leads us with the last pick, Hitif, the most interesting pick across the board. Their business model scales back to Canada, so that's the only negative of this stock, is that they are Canadian stocks. So there's a little bit of a premium when you go to purchase this OTC. Also, yes, it's on the OTC market, so you won't be able to buy it on Robinhood or Webull. You'll have to use a different broker. There is massive overall upside on this stock. As we zoom out to about the 4-hour chart, you can see we have seen crazy volatility and upside in the coming and past weeks. I think there's still more upside incoming as we see them scaling into the US market. Right now, over 80% of their overall revenue comes from the Canadian market. They only make 20% of their revenue currently in the United States, and we see the United States becoming more and more of a player for them. As they expand and move into the United States, I see this being easily a $5 to $6 stock in the matter of a year. This will be an amazing play. I see them getting pushed into the Nasdaq as well, which will be a major opportunity for this stock. Where we got in from this group, and if you played this stock originally, you would have gotten in around the 38 to 40 cent marker, which was right here, that circle marker right there. That's originally where we posted this and where we got in about 3 weeks ago, give or take from right now. So in about 3 weeks, you would have doubled your overall investment originally as well. So these are 3 really hot picks, but what is the overall winner here? We're going to cover that here in a few minutes, so let me get into that. Looking at all 3 of these companies, they've all seen massive runs up, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not buying any of them. I own a lot of high tide. I think there's massive room for it to go up, but ultimately I'm waiting for a little bit of a dip on all three. I think OGI is extremely overpriced at this moment. I think Sndl is getting a crazy squeeze and has more room to come down as well. But high tide's kind of getting some slower, more gradual movement, which has me looking at them. If I had to pick, gun to my head, which stock do I pick right now? I'm picking high tide. If I'm going in for a stock play and a long-term growth outlook. If I'm going long-term between Sndl, OGI, and high tide is the pick. Look at their growth over the past 3 to 4 years, the overall revenue, how much debt they have on them. Sndl doesn't have debt either, but that's worth noting as well. But high tide is doing great things, acquiring very profitable businesses and dominating in Canada. They are literally dominating in this market in Canada. So that's worth noting. So once they move to the United States, high possibility they transition the same business model from Canada to the United States because it's tried and it's proven and it's probably going to continue to work. So long term, I'm looking at high tide. If I had to enter anything right now, dump my money in right now at these levels, it's high tide. This 75-77 cent range is still a beautiful time to be entering. It's not tripled or 4x times valuation. It's only 1 times that valuation right now. It has a lot of room to continue running. Like I said, a $5 to $6 stock in the coming months. So looking at all three, I love high tide. I love what they're doing. I think it has massive potential. If you want me to go over more about this stock, I will be live at 9 p.m. Central tonight going over all the stocks that I made videos today and then some stocks that I'll be day trading going into tomorrow. Also answering any trading technical analysis questions that you may have. So tune in tonight, 9 p.m. on this channel, 9 p.m. Central to be exact. On this channel, I'll be live answering any and every question absolutely 100% free. So if you got anything out of this video, make sure you hit that like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you have the notifications turned on because I'm posting videos like this about the hottest trades and stocks coming up every single day on this channel, multiple times every single day. Have a good one, boys. Namaste.